Hello. In this example, we're going to be solving the equation x minus 3 to the 1/2 power minus 6 times x minus 3 to the 1/4 power plus 8 equals 0. Now, in this equation, notice that the x minus 3 and x minus 3 are the same thing. It's the same base. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a new variable, u, and I'm going to let it be this middle one with the exponent of 1/4. So we have x minus 3 to the 1/4 power. Now notice that if I square both sides here, that means that u squared is equal to x minus 3 to the 1/4 squared, which would mean we'd have an exponent to exponent, which would mean we would multiply them. So 1/4 times 2 is 1/2. So that means that u squared is equal to x minus 3 to the 1/2 power. Now notice that that's what we have here. So this is u squared, this is u. So that gives us u squared minus 6, because we haven't done anything with the 6 yet, and then times u plus 8 is equal to 0. Wonderful. So now all we have is a quadratic equation, and this is a quadratic equation that you can solve. And you can use it you can solve it any way you want. You can use completing the square, quadratic formula, or factoring. So the easiest way, obviously, is probably factoring. So if I was to factor this, I need a u here and a u here. This plus means that they are the same sign, and this tells me what sign they are. So they're both minus. So what multiplies to 8 and adds to 6? Well, that's 4 and 2. So u minus 4 times u minus 2 is u squared minus 6u plus 8. Fantastic. So now we can use the zero factor property, making this u minus 4 equals 0, or u minus 2 equals 0. Add 4, add 2, so that means that u equals 4 and u equals 2. But remember, these are only solutions in u, they're not solutions in x, which is what we want. But also remember that u is x minus 3 to the 1/4 power. So what that means is that we can write down new equations as x minus 3 to the 1/4 power is equal to 4, and also x minus 3 to the 1/4 power is equal to 2. So all I've done here is I've replaced the u here and the u here with what we said u was, x minus 3 to the 1/4 power, and we did that right here. Now, to get rid of the exponent, we have to take both sides to the reciprocal of the exponent, which in this case is 4. So we're taking both sides to the power of 4. That's leaving me with x minus 3 is equal to 4 to the 4th power is 256. And then also x minus 3 is equal to 2 to the 4th power. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Add 3 to both sides, so x equals 256. Add 3 to that side means x equals 19. Fantastic. Now just to check to make sure that there are solutions to these equations, because we raised both sides to the power of 4, 256, excuse me, that's one problem. 256 plus 3 is 259. There we go. 259 minus 3 is 256, and the 4th root of 256 is 4. Fantastic. 19 minus 3 is 16, and the 4th root of 16 is 2. Fantastic. So that means that these are solutions, therefore x is equal to 19 and 259. Alrighty. I will see you in the next video.